Are athletic students more educationally motivated than non-athletic students?
For the most part, like excluding me, yeah, I really do think so.
Overall, why do you think that?
I mean, I just feel like when people are motivated one way, they're motivated always. I mean, that's pretty much how it works in the mind.
I think yeah and no, because I don't know, I just feel like I always have to try in school, and then knowing that you could become up a team because you don't get good grades is like another way you have to do good in school, but I think it's more of like the college thing. To get into a good college, you have to do well in school.
I think in a way they are, because playing a sport helps them to be motivated and trying to maintain their grades and keeping up with their schoolwork.
So you think they manage their time very well between sports?
In school.
I honestly do, because if you truly love like a sport so much, like I've seen football players that weren't that good in school, they'll be like, oh, I gotta get this grade in order to play, and then they honestly they work so hard in order to get that grade just so they can play, and I've seen that firsthand, so I feel like they really do.
My team, those girls are really dedicated to their success in the classroom. They really work hard. They're consistently staying after for help with teachers. And my cross country tends to usually have a higher GPA. I don't know if it would be different in other sports, but I wouldn't necessarily say that students who are not athletes are not academically motivated. Athletes definitely have to learn how to better manage their time because they have more commitments.
I definitely think they are. There are kids that come to school because they have a soccer game. They don't come to school because they have an English class, but they do come and succeed in English because they have a soccer game. Now, it's not taking anything away from academics. I don't mean that at all. Academics I'm a huge advocate. You have to. It's athletics is secondary to academics. But I believe that when kids are doing things that they really believe in or really want to be part of, they're willing to do anything they can in the other parts of their life to attain that scenario.
On the Revere High School boys cross country team, each of the 7 varsity runners takes 1 or more AP classes.
Get under, get under!
Just find the time, then I would never let another day go by. I'm over getting old. For me, it's not my weekend, but it's gonna be my year. And I'm so sick of watching while the minutes pass as I go nowhere.
For example, according to the state of Iowa, the typical student has a grade point average, or GPA, of 2.87, and the average athlete has a GPA of 3.11. This shows that these athletes are more academically motivated, causing them to succeed.
I'm doing a little research right now on GPA, MCAS scores, and athletics. And right now, I looked at last year's stats, and the top 5 kids in school in the senior class last year, all athletes, all multiple sport athletes, all kids that are going to unbelievable schools. I mean, obviously last year our valedictorians went to Harvard, played golf, played baseball, actually played football as a younger guy, you know what I mean? And so do I think that, I really believe that sports is a real correlation between how you do in school, and I think it forces you to be a little bit more involved too, because you know the GPA, so I think that makes a big difference.
This could be all I've waited for. And this could be everything. I don't wanna dream anymore.
I just try not to waste my time aimlessly. I mean, I try to go home right after sports and finish all my homework and stuff, and just not try to waste a lot of time.
Yeah, you have to be organized, and you have to have good time management, and you have to know grades come first before sports.
I think my motivation mostly comes from trying to get into a good college and pursuing a great career.
I think I honestly wouldn't be able to keep up with everything, and with sports, friends, I work, so I don't think everything would mesh very well. I think I would start lacking in certain things, and I don't think sports are that important to give up on something else. Not give up, but yeah.
The AP students will pretty much always complete every assignment that you give them. College prep, it's a toss-up. You'll get a good majority of them, but you won't get every single one to complete every assignment. The college prep sometimes gets a little more off task, but you can sort of have a more playful relationship with them sometimes, because AP students sometimes are like very diligent and want to get right down to work. I had one girl who could not participate because her GPA was too low, and she was right at the borderline cutoff. This was back when our GPAs were 2 to participate in sports, and she had like a 1.94 or something. She had something very close, but her not being able to play sports caused her to work a lot harder that school year to be able to play the following year.
It's not my weekend.